Hi there, it's Mr McNeilage here at Dunein Grammar School, and this PowerPoint is designed to show you how to get the best sort of grades out of National 5 Physics at SQA level. The course itself is split over 6 individual units that progress throughout 3rd and 4th year at the Grammar School, and the names of these topics are waves, radiation, dynamics, space, electricity, and properties of matter. Now, as well as these 6 individual units themselves, there will be additional skills linked into the course, such as numeracy, literacy, problem solving, and practical skills, and they're embedded throughout the course as your child will progress through. The outcomes themselves in full can be found at the National 5 SQA course specification page. There's a link to it here with a PDF, and if you scroll down the PDF document, you'll actually see that for every single section from the 6 units, there's all the individual subtopics and outcomes that pupils need to know and be aware of. This also includes formulas. As you can see, we've just dragged in the waves, which sort of highlights that at the beginning of waves, they're looking at waves transferring energy, the definition between transverse and longitudinal waves, and as you scroll through as well, there is a couple of formulas that are linked in to each subtopic unit as well, and they can all be found within that document. There's literally nothing that pupils can be asked in an SQA exam that doesn't sort of get outlined from the National 5 course specification document. So all the outcomes are there, and it's usually a good sort of starting place for pupils if you are doing revision. You're running through these and using a sort of traffic light system, red, amber, green, and try to identify which sort of subtopics are giving you the most sort of trouble and things that you can actually focus on. So that's quite a handy document to have, and the hyperlink there just links directly to the SQA website. Moving on, over the course of 3rd and 4th year, all of the 6 topics themselves usually have an end of unit test, and that's just to allow pupils to sort of get an insight into how they're progressing at each stage. It also gives a breakdown of, what sort of things that they're having trouble with, what sort of things they need to work on, which things are doing well. And it's good preparation as well, because in the run up to the prelim exam in 4th year, it gets pupils into the habit of, the insights into how to sort of run through tests using data sheets and using formula sheets as well, getting into the habit and the routine and checking the time frame as they run through the questions. Usually as well, it's about over a mark a minute, but there's usually plenty of time in the prelim exam, and the final exam is a 2.5 hour assessment. The final exam is in May 2023. That consists of 25 multiple choice questions, which are normally at the start in section 1, and then the pupils will move on to section 2, which has 75 written response questions marks as well. Revision tools that we usually recommend, use of worksheets, trying to sort of do their best in homework that gets set, and just making sure that they're asking for help if required in class as well. It's always really good to sort of ask if you don't understand something. Using study cards techniques, we'll normally have study cards available in all departments in the school, and it's just another sort of extra boost for pupils to write down some of the sort of knowledge and understanding from the course, key questions, or even formula, just to try and get them familiar with the use of the formulas and the sort of identification of symbols and units, as is quite a significant part of the course itself. SQA paper from the official SQA website, and there's more on that in the next slide with hyperlinks. The last 4 to 5 years past papers are online, and the marking schemes are available also. So it's not even just a case of, you're not totally clueless as a parent. You can actually go on and you can download the marking scheme, and you could set work for your child, and then you can actually sort of read through and see if they're getting the right numerical answers or if they're hitting the right descriptive question answers as well. So, it can be really, really daunting as a parent when you've absolutely no clue about the course content, but that's a nice, easy, quick way of basically being able to help your child at home when it's part of revision. We also have websites such as BBC Bitesize and Scholar. BBC Bitesize in recent years have developed quite a sort of bank of knowledge in relation to National 5 physics as well, so it is quite good, and there are some nice little online resources there that are very, very useful. Same for Scholar. All pupils do have a Scholar login and password that is linked into their SQA account in school. Attending supported studies and revision at the weekends. There will be Easter revision sessions running throughout the year as well, and it's always a good opportunity for your child to turn up and get extra help. These classes in the past have been very, very successful and they're proven quite popular in recent years. And it's quite a big boost heading into exams because it gives pupils a chance to get extra past paper revision, how to lay out questions, and again just getting into the general habit of how you tackle exams at SQA level. We have revision books that we sort of recommend we use almost on a regular basis. Pupils will be very aware of the ChemCord numerical questions for National 5 books, which is pictured in yellow in the centre. But we also have Hodder Gibson books, which are full of model past papers and previous SQA past papers, and they have full answers at the back of the National 5 physics books as well. So again, it's an opportunity for yourself. You can maybe try and get involved in helping your child, running through past paper questions and working towards the correct answers with the correct definitions. The links to all the books are here in the PowerPoint. There's also a CGP SQA exam book as well, which is just a big mixture of exam practice questions, which are really, really good at sort of getting pupils into the habit of, coming out with key statements that get asked over and over again throughout the years, and dealing with formula work, standard 3 markers, where they are putting formula in, substituting numbers, and coming up with an answer for units. So these books are quite highly recommended as well. You don't necessarily need to go and buy a book though if you're wanting SQA exam practice. As I said on the previous slide, there is a website actually from the SQA that has the official past papers and the marking instructions also, and the link for that is at the bottom of the PowerPoint presentation. If there's any other questions as well, don't hesitate to get in touch with anyone at the grammar school, and I hope you've enjoyed this little PowerPoint presentation on how to get the most out of National 5 SQA Physics.